this is the preliminary of we are in the subject of introduction to civil engineering. Okay, so today now in the types and classifications, basic type and classifications of structure basics. You know this, if we study the civil engineering process, there are first thing, the type of construction. There are so many types of construction. You know, there are buildings, there are towers, there are chimneys, bridge, dams, okay, road, railway is a major thing, runway or pipeline, all these things. Now if we classify all these things, if we take the building as separately, if we take the building has so many different type of view, you know, the but the building is characterized by something like wall, floor, roof, etc., etc. These are the things which is related to the building. Now if we taking about the think about the tower. Okay, when we are taking about the towers have so many classifications like clock tower, okay, bridge tower, transmission tower, telecommunication tower. There are so many things. Okay, uh, um, in case of telecommunication, you know that is a telecommunication tower. Chimney, that is an important structure that provide the ventilation of the hot gases or smoke from any factory or other things. That is the chimney, you know. Chimney also, if you take the classification of chimney, that is important classification. We know that is a mainly three types of thing which are used in case of chimney. One is a self-supported chimney, first one. Second is a gate, G-U-Y-E-D, gate chimney, and stayed chimney. Three types of thing. Self-supporting, you know, self-supporting. You have seen about the self-supporting. Now, if we take about the bridge, you know, the bridges. If we analyze the component of the bridges, two things. One is a substructure, is a basic thing, and then there is a superstructure. So if we take the substructure we have what we have. In case of substructure, we have foundation, we have abutments, we have bank, we have approaches. These are the things in case of substructure. And then we have, if we think the superstructure, then we have bearings, decking, guard stone, headrail, etc. These things are in superstructure. So bridge, if we take the components of the bridge. Now what are the classification? If we take the classification, there are so many types of classification if we thinking about the bridge. So there is a based on material of construction, there is a division. If we based on type of loading, there is a division. There is a based on position of bridge floor, there is a type. Based on length, span length, that is also a thing. And based on type of service, that is also a part of classification of bridge. So if we think the best of material of if we classify the bridge according to the material of construction, okay, then we know that there are timber bridge, there are masonry bridge, there are steel bridge, RCC, pre-stressed concrete bridge, this like this. And if we take the type of loading, what type of load to be carried by the bridge, if we take the loading type, then we have three types of bridge. One is a class AA bridge, second is class A bridge, and third is class B bridge. These are three types. Okay. Now if we take the position of bridge floor, then also we have 2 3. We have deck bridge, we have through bridge, we have half through bridge. Okay, we have suspended type of bridge. These things are. Now span length, you know how long the bridge is, that is the span length based on division. Whenever we are getting the greater than 120 meter, it is greater than 120 meter, that will be a long span bridge. Long span bridge. And if we get 30 to 120 meter, 30 to 120 meter, then it is a major span bridge. Okay, major span bridge. If we get 8 to 30 meter, 8 to 30 meters, then it is a minor span bridge. And you know the major thing, if it is any bridge which is less than 8 meter, it is known as culvert. Okay, so less than 8 meter is a culvert. Okay, we know the culvert. Now, in a general sense, we know there is also a classification of the bridge. We know that there is a permanent bridge is a type, temporary bridge made of bamboo or wood, that is also a type, military bridge for the purpose of the defense, that is also a type of bridge. Those are the basic, the classifications of so many things, classifications of the bridge. Now, if we take the dam, dam is a big thing, you know, dam to store and divert water for domestic purpose or for industrial purpose. So, and dam, another important work of dam is to store and to control the water for the irrigation. That is also an important work which is done by dam. Okay, and the major third major work for the dam is to control the flood. That is also a appropriate work done by dam. Now, we know there are the rigid, if we take the classification of dam, there are rigid type of dam, there are non-rigid type of dam. If we if someone is making dam by using earth dam or rock fill dam, we know these are non-rigid dam. But if we are using steel dam, concrete type of things, solid concrete gravity dam, these are the rigid formation, rigid dam formation. Now, based on the functions, there are, if we take the best functions, there are so many things we know. There are so many things we can done through this type of system. So, storage dam, flood control or diversion type of dam, etc. So, that is a if a dam which is only used to store the water, that is a storage dam. If you using the dam to control any flood over any area, that is a flood control dam. If someone is using dam for diversion of some water into another channel, that is also a diversion dam. So, that based on that function we can classify all these things, and based on that based on that work. Now, water tank, you know, water tank is used to store water in a for any daily requirement. Municipal areas or other corporation areas are using the water tank. So, these are mostly basic big tankers are normally big water tank are normally constructed with RCC. So, water tank also we can classify also water tank we can also classify in some of 3 heads. There are 3 heads. We can tank resting on ground, that is a type, elevated tanks supported on a staging, that is a type, and underground tank, that is also a type of tank. Now, if we getting the shape of that tank, it is safe. There are so many. You can the water tank may be a circular type, water tank may be a rectangular type, water tank may be a spherical type or circular type, any type. These are the if we take the shape, then we have circular tank, we have rectangular tank, we have spherical tank, we have circular tank. There are so many classifications we have. Now, road is a major thing, you know, that it is connected all over the country. This essential facility of the road is an essential facility of communication in land area, road and rail, both road and rail. So, this helps the you know the administrations and maintenance all over the state or all over the country. So, road is a big communication which is then apart from the civil engineering system. Now, if you think the Indian Road Congress, there is a IRC, there is Indian Road Congress. So, we know that there is a variation of road, there are divisions of road. whichever NH we saw, that's a national highway. We have similarly we have SH, which is a state highway. Now if we take the district, in district road we have, if we take, so district road also have a two part. One is a major district road and other district road. One is a major district road and other district road. And in case of village, there is a village road, there are the normal village road. So we have national highway, we have state highway, and we have a district highway. District have a major district road and other district road, and then we have village road. Okay. Now if we take the size, so based on size we know that the single road, double road, 4-lane, 6-lane road, these are the, if we based on size, if we based on that size. Now the surface, based on the type of road surface, if we divide with that thing, it may be a bituminous road, it may be a concrete road, it may be a earth mud road. Okay, so these are the way. Okay, now like road, railway is another important communication on land. Railway, the component parts of the permanent in permanent railway system. There are rails, there are sleepers, there are fixtures, there are subgrade. Okay, so capacity of rail transport is very high. The rail can transport anything from anywhere in part within the country. So railway is a massive development, and parallelly runway, in case of planes, runway is an important definition. Runway may be a man-made surface or maybe a natural surface. If runway is made by someone, that is a man-made runway, and if it is naturally adapted a runway, that would be natural surface which is used for as a runway to take off the plane. It may be commercial plane or a passenger plane, commercial plane, vehicle, goods plane, anything. So that is the sign. Actually the sign uses a single number to indicate the thousands of feet remaining. So there are runway marking. Okay, you see the runway, there are runway marking and runway sign. Most in the large runway there are signs and marking. Okay, so larger runways have a distance remaining sign. The number, the black box, white type of number is written on the runway. That is the marking of the runway. Okay, so runway is in a development, just we think. Now there is also type runway. We can also classify runway in three ways. One is a visual runway, one is a non-precision instrument runway, and precision instrument runway. So three types of visual runway is first, second is non-precision instrument runway, and third is precision instrument runway. This runway also have these three types of runway. Okay, now this is all of the structure classifications on preliminary classifications of the structure. Okay.